Thank you very much, Safehouse. It's a pleasure to return to the production stage. Thank you everyone at home for watching. We are Cortége. It's been a busy year for us so far. We signed a record label with Desert Records out of Albuquerque. So far we've had 2 releases scheduled for this year with a vinyl pre-order for the Legends of the Desert Volume 2 featuring us and the Penitent Man from Salt Lake City, Utah. Pre-order is available now on our Bandcamp. Please give that a chance if you like what you're hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are Cortége.
About a meteor the size of Texas. Judgment Day is upon us. The end is near. Repent, 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 repent.
right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. How about it? The return of, this is just one of these things we want to seeing you develop
it's
over the
cyclical,
years.
Man.
Yes,
it's just gonna keep happening again and again. You're never gonna get rid of us.
Right.
We're gonna live here.
And like the third member tonight.
That's right.
The
That's
guest
right.
appearance.
The lovely Miss Devon
Yeah.
here, our star.
This is
Yo, for sure. Hi guys, thanks
Yeah.
for letting me light some stuff on fire near you.
Yeah.
That was real fun for me. So
this is new
thanks.
territory for us. So we're like, well, we know we can do that now, so that's cool, But really, thank you, everybody. Friday night. Hello, Desert Records. Hello, Austin Welch. Hello, Bobby Tampavia. And Lindsay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the live stream tonight. We are still live right now. If you have any questions, if you have any comments for Cortége, send them on
Make
through
them really
here.
embarrassing for
Yes.
those two.
Right in the chat. And just one more thing before we get into it and talk of what y'all have been up to since the last time you made what am I missing here? Not a
There you go.
debut, an appearance. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
An appearance on Safehouse. Follow the Streamlabs link if you can afford to do so. Donate to the cause tonight, going to the band. We really appreciate that, and thank you everybody who has donated so far. Yeah, cool. It's been great, everybody. It's got a lot of great feedback. Y'all been hard at work. Album release today, music release.
That's right. Well, we
Yeah.
had the vinyl pre-order.
Yes.
So we trace back a little bit here. A couple years ago, we were in Albuquerque. We were opening for an African guitar player named Madhu Mukhtar. This guy is incredible. We had a bunch of buddies at the show. It was really, really great time. And this guy comes up and talks to us afterwards. He says, hey, I got this label, and we'd love to work with you guys. And we said, okay, cool. That take your card or whatever, and didn't really think much about it. And couple months down the road, and he gives us a shout and wants us to get on a project. So we go and cut a couple tracks, and 2020 happened, and we're laying low.
What happened?
Well, you guys wouldn't even know because you're so set up for the deal. I mean, it's like it really wasn't even a thing for y'all, but for everybody else, right.
yeah.
So lo and behold, we essentially get a phone call, and he says, I got this label, and I want to work with you guys, and let's put out those tracks. So we went to did it, and then before we even got those out, we got a new EP recorded and threw that out. So it's been 2021 has been kind of 0 to 80 since the very beginning of the year.
Yeah, 2 releases in like 3 months. It's
Great.
incredible.
That's
Great.
big for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's busy for us.
Yeah, I mean, the two of you just got to get together. It's almost like you can be like, it's good we only have to be 6 feet apart. We usually are like 10 feet apart on the stage, on any given stage. It's like we're
Right.
used to not being close. Well, you fill the stage so well with everything. But no, I was going through your Bandcamp recently. I'm like, damn, y'all put out a lot of stuff.
They're stacking up.
yeah,
They're starting
yeah,
to stack up a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Well, all the songs are like really long, so it's like we don't have that much music,
Mm-hmm.
but it's getting there.
Yeah, right. All right, Sean Green, getting our questions going here. Who in the band brushes their teeth more?
Oh,
wow,
God,
that's
definitely me.
I've been going to the dentist, and I'm getting everything.
That's
taken
right. He
care
got descaled the other day, ladies and gentlemen. They went in there with the thing and did the.
what is a descaling?
Oh, it's
Ask him about it.
Satan's own.
of. Oh, it's from like when you like smoke, and then it like causes like gingivitis and all that shit. So like I stopped smoking, and then I like as a repercussion, I having gum disease. I have to like do all this, and like they had to shoot me up with Novocaine, and then
Cool.
yeah,
It's
sucks.
really not, but yeah.
The first time I had it done, like they were playing like really awful like modern country,
Yeah.
singing about like sweet tea and Super
Yeah,
Walmart.
yeah.
And that was very cruel and unusual.
It's like in Wayne's World, Kenny G.
The challenges we must go through life. Yeah, indeed.
All right, thank you, Sean. You want to weigh in on your dental hygienics?
Oh, sure. Yeah, the usual, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm not really an enthusiast,
The
but I
usual
have a
once a
water
week?
pick because I hate floss.
Okay.
Oh,
you go.
really?
It's not
Yeah.
enough.
Flossing?
Ruh-roh.
No,
I-
just the water pick.
I think that flossing is a scam. I think it's a myth.
Wow.
That's not what my
That's my
dentist
hot
said.
take. Well, yeah, he's a dentist.
That's
Who's
not
gonna
what
come
6
in
and
and
10
get
dentists say.
Scraped. That's what they want. That's what they want you to think.
You ever been to Montana? They got dental floss up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A dental floss tycoon, right?
That's right. That's
Yes.
correct. That's correct.
Well, yeah, this is getting the important questions out of the way early here. Are y'all asking venues about their pyrotechnics these days? Is that I mean, would you, if you were to go play Beerland, would you run this by them? The
anything could
The-
RIP anything could have happened at Beerland,
Yes.
which is why it was such a special place.
Yeah.
If you're asking if we're going to take this show on the road to Vegas, I think the answer
Yeah.
is a resounding yes. I think we're on to something here.
We're going to Vegas.
So this came together in the music video, which they all just saw, put together by Talon. You want to give us a little background
Yes,
on
he's
this?
over
There he is.
Yeah,
There's
there he
Tom.
is.
Yes.
Mr. T.S.
Right on.
That man, that
Yeah.
director. He's a visionary.
So this was shot 2-3 months ago.
About a month and a half.
January?
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere
It
around
was in January.
No, if you and Talon collaborated before.
We have. We did a video for Talon at Mike. What is
He did
at the Met on a
Yeah,
green
at the
screen
Met.
in an apartment actually, which was a really really cool deal.
Yeah.
And he made
Yeah,
us.
we were supposed to do it for the Awesome show, but I don't
Yeah.
think it has aired yet.
Yeah.
But it's soon to
That's cool.
be.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
The
You
All
can
Right
see
Show.
Baby
Check it, The All Right
Cortége
Show.
playing
Yeah,
in
check
an-
it out.
An apartment
Ooh.
green screen.
Yeah, and then you came in as like.
I was scouted by Talon, actually.
Yeah.
So one of my dance friends couldn't do the part, and she sent me a sample of their music, and she was like, "This seems like it's right up your alley. It's dark, it's ambient, it's got this like Western American Gothic thing happening." And I was like, "Oh, so it's pretty much exactly my playlist that I already use." And then I came in and just started working with Talon. He just sort of scoped me as like the talent for that particular show, and it was like, "Can you do fire?" I was like, "Well, yeah, sure, I can bring some fire." And
I like to
do
I like to
some
picture
things.
your head being on fire and
Uh-huh.
Talon's like off doing something else, like talking to somebody.
just leaving me.
He's like, "I'll be
to
right back,"
burn.
and you're just
let
like,
it set.
Just hold on a
Fine.
sec,
Yeah,
right,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Talon, like, it's getting really hot over here.
No, they were great.
good.
They
I'll be
were
right
always
back.
Lovely.
Stay-
Yeah.
stay
He's
right
like
there,
he's
that's
like
great.
ordering like he's like, "Oh, the pizza guy's here. I'll be right back." Like,
Yeah, just a little
Yeah,
bit on
yeah,
fire.
yeah,
It's
you're just
fine.
in
A
the back,
toasty
yeah.
hat. You'll be marshmallows and weenies over it.
Yeah.
You know.
no, that was great. That's again, this is introducing new things that we can do in the live streaming setting. So like working with people that we've worked with before, and now you
Some
is
new strange people. Yeah.
people that come in and they're familiar with the show is like, let's take this one step further this time, and the next
Exactly.
time, we'll have a chainsaw juggler or something like. No, you're wonderful
and
tonight.
it'll
Yeah,
light it on
yeah,
fire.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
where I'll come in.
Right. So how long have you been doing this?
So I have been dancing for like 12-ish
Okay.
years, but only professionally for like the last 5. And fire was added pretty much at the start of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that it was something that I wanted to work on, but having no other gig opportunities really gave me the chance to settle in and
Yeah.
get to work on those
open up
circus
your
arts.
portfolio a little.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What can I do?
Get
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
apparatuses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was great. I like the sword. I like who put
Thank
together
you.
the.
So the crown itself came from a manufacturer overseas.
Okay.
And then the jewelry on top that I wired on is just something I did out of like costume pieces, and got to make sure that it's not plastic rhinestones because they will melt. So
Yeah.
make sure that it's metal, only glass and metal up there.
Yeah, the heats. I mean, could you guys feel it?
It's significant.
Most
Yeah.
definitely. Most definitely.
All right. Keely, we'll get right back to that one. I just want to point out Bobby's question, which I love, and I hope that Will is at the board asking about the haze technician.
I think his name's Model
Yeah.
MLD 3210. You probably grabbed
Yeah.
his business card.
Ooh,
I'm
what a
sure he can
sexy
go on the
name.
road. I
That's
think
one
he's portable.
Will Campbell. Evolution. Sorry, do you have something to add to that?
Oh, I said, what a sexy name.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Bobby
exactly. Well, you got to have
Campbell? Yeah,
an
yeah.
industry name.
Are we going to see an evolution where the drumsticks are on fire next?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
good way. No. No.
Obviously, we're gonna
I
have to
mean,
have
I'm
a
just
sit down
saying,
and do a
Yeah.
little practice session
It'll
there.
be great. I'll be your safety.
Knowing
I'll
me-
be
oh.
your safety.
There'll just
It'll
be
be fine. You'll be fine.
Fuel flying everywhere and
No,
everything
no,
that
you
you're
spin
hitting.
off first.
Yeah,
Spin
yeah.
off first.
He's gonna have to stick
I would
me
like
in
to
it.
be more than 6 feet away.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
I have to be in a
extra safe.
fire retardant suit to make sure I don't set myself aflame.
Bringing out a live tiger for Safehouse.
right.
Yeah.
Vegas
Yeah.
style, jumping through a flaming hoop.
Nothing but the best here at Ilios Production.
Yes. Have any of you been and seen any of the Vegas acts
Oh,
in
yes.
Las Vegas?
Oh, yes.
Some of the shows are really great.
You're
Yeah.
shocked that I've been to Vegas? Are you surprised?
I've never been. Oh, I've been to Vegas. I don't remember, but I didn't see a show. I played a show.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't see Wayne Newton? What have you seen out there?
Oh, I saw Absinthe last year.
Okay.
Right before everything closed down. So
Yeah.
there's this giant belly dance convention called the Mega Massive, and I was there performing. And I took a night off to go and see this show, and it was a burlesque and variety show with apparatuses, aerialists, and jugglers. It was mind-blowing. It was really beautiful.
Wayne Newton, Siegfried and Roy,
Elton John.
All right.
Britney Spears.
Not Britney. I would love to
No.
see Britney
Celine
in Vegas.
Dion?
I'm going to put that out.
R.I.P.
I'll see
Roy.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Roy just passed.
Yeah, COVID got him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Wayne
Yeah,
Newton.
even though he got bit by a tiger too.
Yeah.
Tiger
Dude.
attack
Oh, do you
and
know?
COVID.
So in Las Vegas, when we all go, because I know that we're planning, there's this place called Magic Kingdom. It's where all of the old circus animals go out of rescue. So when they're decommissioned, right now, so we're in the phase right now as people where we're deciding not to put animals through the fresh hell that is being in the circus.
Sure.
So it's a rescue center for them, and you can get like 2 to 3 feet away from these giant tigers, and it's my favorite place in the whole world.
Don't
Sounds
give him any more
awesome.
ideas.
It's
He doesn't.
wonderful.
We don't need to. No.
It's a rescue center, and I love what they do. So, just saying.
Will there be a part 2 to the music video?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
There's supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
It's going to be sort of an indirect part 2. but
Maybe
it,
a part
a
2.
tangential
It might be
part.
a part 3
3
or
or
part 4.
Oh.
Very cool.
maybe. So there's some
Oh.
sequelage possibly.
Excellent.
Cool.
We're
Excellent.
still gears are still
Yeah.
turning
That's right.
on where
That's
So,
this is going.
like when you're writing music with themes that don't necessarily have lyrics, what does that look like with like translating that? It's like we'll say we're going for a moon theme, a lunar theme with this.
Sure.
Can you play the drums a little more lunar sounding? Is that a conversation?
We
that you guys-
occasionally use sort of visual concepts to describe music, but I think,
Yeah.
for the most part, it kind of comes from more of a musically does it make sense?
Right, right.
Dynamically does it make sense, and not so much, think about a certain, picture or, a landscape or whatever when you're playing the part, but kind of more or less do the puzzle pieces line up harmonically, I think was what's really important for us.
And it's like dynamics is our bread and butter,
Mm-hmm.
and we do so much with that. But like along with that, it's like we let the melody tell the story. And like if I can make a melody strong enough, and then usually after we're like done recording stuff, the engineer will be like whistling bits and pieces of the melody, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
how you know you've done good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, the tempo, like, with I think and I don't mean to project this onto you guys, but from what I gather, the aesthetic with the Southwestern thing, the tempo is just like, just screaming that, like, so it's you're nailing it, like it's so good, so great, like, yeah. No, I mean, this feels like it's getting louder. And then you seem like you're playing harder.
It's getting a little more active as we
Yeah.
go on. We're
Yeah.
kind of expanding the listening base. With the label signing, we're trying to, branch out and take the basic Cortége formula, but then also see.
Make it more interesting.
Right, exactly.
And make
right.
it like something that people can latch on to easier. Because
Yeah.
a lot of like our older catalog, it's real slow and monotonous. But there's like awesome stuff in it, but it takes a minute till you get to it. But like with a lot of the newer stuff that we're writing, it's more like grabbing you and taking you on this wild ride right off the bat, and like
Yeah, there shouldn't
trying
have,
to engage more. with
right.
it.
There shouldn't have to be a requisite, 3-minute meditation cycle before you really start getting into the song. And we still have material like that. We'll continue to write material like that, but on the same token as well, we want to try to appeal to the everyman.
I appreciate that, because that's a big ask for a modern audience, and it's just like, if you don't have the patience for it, that's your problem, not ours.
Right,
you know?
right, exactly. And we don't want to be hostile to any,
No, I know, but,
potential
yeah.
listeners
Yeah.
or whatever. We're not trying to make our music purposefully dense. I mean, that's kind of, that's beside the point. But
Yeah. Well, no, I appreciate that, because it's an indication of your care into the music, which is great. So now you got a whole visual thing that you're working on, and it's great to do it in the live stream format again. As
So much fun.
again, I think this is the third time.
Yes, this is our
Yeah,
third trip here.
yeah,
Yes,
so-
absolutely. Not this actual facility. You guys have bounced around as well.
Right.
But.
So as shows are coming back, are the three of you performing more and more live? Anything on the calendar yet? or-
Nothing yet.
We don't have anything on the books, but we just kind of are wrapping up the Chasing Daylight release, and we're gearing up for the Legends of the Desert Volume 2, which is the next final release with a band called The Penitent Man from Salt Lake City, Utah. We have 2 tracks on there. We played one of them tonight.
We played both of them.
Oh yeah, yes, that's correct. We did.
We opened the set with it.
So moving towards that goal, we want to obviously try and fit in a couple different live performances right around there. He got the poke quite some time ago. I'm getting my second poke next week, so we should be officially healthy and good to go, hopefully in the coming months, and we can start maybe making a move on an Austin appearance or maybe somewhere else. But
Who knows? Yeah, we'll see when Fauci gives a thumbs up, and it's all good. Because right now I don't know. Some of it's kind of like taboo if it's like okay to be doing live shows.
and
like,
people are
Yeah.
testing those waters and kind of finding out, and the wave of the whole comeback is sort of unavoidable, but after a year's worth of work in the shadows, we don't mind hanging out there a little bit more.
like we've already waited this long. Like, what's a few more months?
Right.
Like we're not eager to get into it until it's like safe and socially acceptable to do so.
Sure.
Thoughts on I'm sorry. And what about you as far as performing?
Yeah, what gigs do you have
Yeah.
lined up, Devin? What do you got going on?
Okay, so not that we didn't just talk about socially responsible and socially distant shows and perhaps waiting on them, but I am in some shows that are not waiting to do that.
Well, that's fine too.
Out in Houston on the 24th, I'm going to be performing with my troupe mates that we performed at the Renaissance Fair with. We're going to be doing like a burlesque and variety belly dance show at the Red Dwarf. And then mostly I'm just going pretty much wherever anyone will have me. I'm a bit like an alley cat. It's just the sort of whoever has left out some kibbles.
Fair enough. You're gonna go swooping for the kill.
Exactly.
There you
Exactly. I've got my second vaccine coming up on the 15th. And other than that, I mean, I've already made certain sacrifices in my own life. There's some people that I haven't seen in over a year because they are immunocompromised or they work with people that are immunocompromised.
Of course.
So I'm eagerly awaiting the chance when I get to actually embrace some of my friends and family again. But until then, showgirls gotta eat.
Amen.
I'm addicted to this thing called rent and food, and it's a doozy.
Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Right. That's right. There you go.
Thoughts on ACL happening in October? Big festivals. Controversial topic, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we'll see. I think if ultimately we all kind of know if there's enough money behind something, it will happen no
Yeah.
matter what
Yeah.
anybody else kind of thinks, and that's one of those deals. So, best of luck. And I've been in Austin all my life. Mike's been here for a long, long time. We have a lot of friends in the business, a lot of friends here in the production business do things like this. Everybody's been smacked upside the head, and we're finally starting to get some steady income back, and that's really, really beautiful and a wonderful thing. But I think, also on everybody's mind, we want to make sure that we can, that doesn't slow down and that progress does not, take steps backward because of preemptive behavior.
Yep, because people couldn't control themselves,
Sure,
and now we all
right.
have to wait longer.
Right, exactly.
Striking a balance.
I think it'll
suppose.
happen.
Yeah.
I think a ACL will go off in October, and it will probably be an emotional moment for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so okay, Bobby, I'm gonna get to it's everybody. We are live right now. If you're just tuning into the show, we're live from South Austin. Hello, everybody. Yeah, if you're hanging out still, we're gonna take donations till midnight tonight
Oh, wow.
for the band. So we're gonna throw out that Streamlabs link. Check that out. And before we get going tonight, I want to before we get going out of here tonight, I wanted to ask y'all. Bandcamp, this Bandcamp Fridays, this all of they're waiving fees that would usually go to Bandcamp, and it's going 100% of it's going to the artists.
Correct.
Every Friday, right?
Yes.
I think it's
Yeah,
They
the
have a
first-
schedule of them. It's
First
the first
Friday
right.
Yeah.
of every month.
And it really is a really kind of a beautiful thing.
what do they usually take?
I think it's every 10 sales you make, one of your sales goes to them or something.
Of
like
anything?
That. So it's, I'm not
And
entirely.
it might be, I think it's like 10%.
Yeah, I think it's a
Something like that.
percentage-based number, right? Depending on
And if
what
it
you do.
like if it's a physical thing, it's not so much. But if it's like a digital sale, like every certain amount they take more.
Since they're hosting it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right.
No surprise there, I guess.
Well,
mean,
you know,
yeah,
they got to make money too, and hosting your music somewhere.
more
is-
than Spotify.
Oh God, absolutely! Don't even get us started on that. We probably have the most abysmal
Yeah.
Spotify out of any band in Austin, which makes sense because our music isn't really great to put on a shuffle playlist
Yeah,
at your buddy's
right.
party. You know, that's
right,
not,
right,
That's
right.
not really what we
Talking
do with
about?
this.
It's great party music.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
maybe, yeah, party in your head,
Yeah.
maybe.
it's where
so-
every party is these days.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, the Bandcamp Friday thing is really cool. It's created a bit of an interesting dynamic, and since we've been on the label, we've been learning a lot about this. Our chief man, Mr. Brad Fry out of Albuquerque, you know, he's always telling us to get on the social media, talk about it, and blow it up and stuff. And you know, one of a musician that I really admire, this guy Marcus Reuter, who's been doing independent stuff for a long, long time. You know, he sort of observed it and he said, "This is a great thing, but it's also creating sort of an attention economy kind of base, right?" And so these Bandcamp Fridays, it's like people are planning these out sometimes months in advance for certain events, and you know, lining up sales or different, you know, special merchandise items or whatever, and it's all kind of revolving and pivoting around this one period where you're fighting to sort of get as much attention as you possibly can. So it's almost kind of a double-edged sword.
Is
in
it that much
in
more
sense.
lucrative?
Well, I think for people who sell a decent amount of stuff,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know if, you know, it really makes a huge difference, you know, to guys on our level, but, you know, we're trying to figure it out. So
Yeah, because you also run into people that are like, everybody's buying on that day now too. It's like, well, I got $50 towards these 5, and now that means not $50 towards these
bingo,
other 5,
right,
you know,
or
so-
the next week,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Interesting.
Right.
Oh yeah, but like a little plug with that, we had these limited run shirts that we did for Chasing Daylight.
Yeah, speaking of attention economy, we're about to
Yeah.
Very
steal
nice.
some of your attention here. Look at this
Yeah.
bad boy. You told us to put the bells on apparel, and that's
Yeah.
what we did. We have
Hey,
hoodies
can I
with
see
that
it?
design on
Yeah,
it, too.
and this one is for Eric.
Oh man,
Beautiful.
flaming bells.
Yes.
This is
And-
bitchin'.
and
This is
when
a
he-
great font too. Look at this. Who did
That's right.
this?
Steven Yoyada, he's a Indonesian kind of stoner rock typical guy, but he sort of went out of his wheelhouse for us
Yeah.
and was great with the direction and came up with a fantastic illustration. So.
But on Bandcamp Fridays, we have very limited left on these.
Throw it up.
Very limited left on these.
Yeah.
When you buy one of these shirts, you get a 7-inch record
That's
Ooh.
right.
for free.
That's
Ooh.
right.
And we also have very limited number of hoodies, and you get a 12-inch vinyl record for free
That's
when
a
you
full
get one of
record, folks.
those.
That's
Very
right.
cool.
That's
hey,
right.
yeah, we're gonna throw the Bandcamp link up and check these out. I mean, you get them before midnight tonight, and it's all of that's going to
Straight into our coffers.
Yeah, this is great.
We are the
And you
1%.
get free wax.
Yeah, yeah.
No, who doesn't like that?
You on that, Jimbo? On it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. This is great. Hell's Bells. This is
Bingo.
how clever are they?
Yeah.
How clever are these people on the
I just
internet,
want
right?
to point out that Too Many Birds says jamming at the bachelorette party to Cortége, and I agree. I agree with this. I'd be down for that.
Hey, it's your party, and you'll cry if you want.
That's
to,
right. That's right. I'm entering a new point in my life. We're getting rid of the fun now. Yeah, no.
We're making the
Bad
new
vibes
stuff
only.
spicy.
Very.
We're
Hey,
making this new stuff spicy. Why not?
yeah. This is. I mean,
In the
it's.
pink
like-
sash, it's like,
Like, yeah.
oh my
We
god,
got
the song
people
is about
we got
me.
people
And
dancing too.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's
It's dance music.
It's
yeah,
interesting.
if you
'cause
dance to it, it's dance music,
You know,
obviously.
coming out of the pandemic is like. There's going to be 2 different versions of what have you been up to during this? You've just been sitting around like, I'm not bothering with that anymore. Music's, or you've been like at work and like, we're going to persevere and come out with a new version of this, and like
Life goes on.
a developed version of this. So it's it's great to see who's come out on the other side, and we're going to continue to see like, yeah, they're not performing anymore. Like, but these doing a lot better.
Sure,
So
of
we
course,
will
of course.
survive this, and Austin music will survive this, and we're going to continue live streaming shows too. But soon enough, we'll be able to see all of you out in the world. So Cool. Well, anything else we got going on tonight? Anything else y'all want
And then y'all can see my descaled teeth. It'll be great.
It's shiny new pearls,
Wild.
ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
You ain't gonna
They
hide
don't-
those pearls no
Spicy.
more.
And they don't fall out in the meantime.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's important.
Jesus.
Thank you,
Send
Desert
that
Records,
floss.
for the amazing performance comment, and thank you everybody else who donated tonight. Be sure and check out Cortége on Bandcamp. That's really important. A lot of these artists getting as generous of a cut as they are getting and deserve to get during these Fridays. And today's a great day to do that. So please do your part to support them that way. Buying merch doesn't get any more direct support than that, other than donating cash, which you can do that
You
too.
can do that too,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can give us a call.
Yeah.
If it won't fit
Yeah.
in an envelope,
Yeah.
we'll come pick it up.
Right,
Hell,
right.
you can show up on
Yeah.
my front door if you
Yeah.
want.
So we're gonna throw out that link one more time for tonight, and take donations through the Streamlabs link until midnight tonight. And thank you everybody. Thank you Desert Records. Too Many Birds who sniffed me. It's been
Uh-oh.
great hanging out with you. Yeah, I like this. You just carry. Cool. We've got some shows coming up on our calendar as well. Safehouse ATX on Instagram. Safehouse ATX. You can follow us right here on
Safehouse
YouTube.
rules.
And we're booking as well. So you want to hit us up about getting something together in later spring and summer. Love to work with you. We'll talk collaboration.
Who doesn't want to do
we
this?
We'll talk. We do offsite stuff. We do live stream stuff. We do recorded stuff. We've got it here. Let's talk. We didn't. We after tonight we do. We
You do
got
dance
flame.
features
we
now.
got
That's
dance
right. That's
features.
right.
Flaming dance features. And
Sparkling
yeah.
bodysuits, the
Right on.
works.
Well, thanks to the crew: Sean, Bill, Luke. Who am I seeing over here? Brian, Talon.
Talent.
Talent.
Shout out
Talon.
Talon, Robert Williams, Jim Sugihara, and K-Man.
Robert
Yeah,
Williams.
the K-Man is in the house tonight. Thank you everybody for
right.
hanging out. We got shows coming up here. Check out the Safehouse page on our website, Safehouse ATX, Instagram. That's it, everybody.
Cortége
Good night,
Bandcamp.
friends. Thanks,
Legends
Ilios
of the Desert.
Productions. Thank you, Boss
Volume 2.
Radio Music Services. Have a good weekend, y'all.